Now, granted, my grandfather, he was UN, but he wasn't my favorite person in the family. I learned from him though. Now, I said the end game was peace on this planet. Well, that may be their end game, but how they want to get there, that I do not like. Um, you have to understand something about the English. They were a lot of English psychiatrists worked with Hitler and his psychiatrists when it came to controlling not only his military but his arm, but the Jewish people, getting them to do what they did, by the masses. That's almost impossible. It's very hard without some psychiatry being used. See, that was eugenics back then. And the English, they thought, the same thing. I mean, they saw that, with the Industrial Revolution, that population started to go very quickly. They knew right away. But lately, I think that's what they're worried about mostly, is that the population is too high, which it is growing too high. It's not really too high at all. It is too high for the amount of product left on the planet. See, the reason why money is not that valuable these days is because we've been using up all the product, all the people on this planet, and we've been growing exponentially. So the population doesn't grow. It does not grow 1, 2, 3, 4 like that. It grows 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, 64, 128, 256 megabytes. Video cards say 550, 400. I think it's 400, 500. Whatever. Who cares? After that, you see where I'm going with that. 512, whatever. 1,024. That's where the population has been rising ever since the industrial age. It's crazy. If you look it up, go look at population versus whatever. Since oil has come around, you can look all this up. I've researched all this online for the last 10 years, maybe 10 years of research, online research, calling people, getting people to say things, telling me things all the time. Now, what I think is going on here is they're trying to sort of slowly do what Hitler did, sort of speed up Darwin's theory, because it's been kind of going backwards lately as far as people go. We're dying sooner than we should. A lot of weaklings out there making all the money, and the strong are dying early, dying off. That we can't have amongst humans, which I understand, which I don't mind. So it's all whether you've been doing it right or not. Even global warming, that would just speed things up. It wouldn't be probably much of a problem. I don't see global warming even being real. Show me the hole on a clear night. Take me to where that hole is, where I can stand on Earth, look through a telescope or a huge, big observatory thing they got, whatever the scientists got, and show me the hole in the air on a clear night somewhere. Wherever they got one of these, with these big giant telescopes. Show me the hole. When I look up, I can see the stars, right? Can't you? Right? I mean, it doesn't look like there's a hole up there. Do you see like a green line that goes around, like on the computer, whatever they show you? That green graphics line that goes around shows you exactly, or that bluish, sort of whitish blue line that goes around to show exactly where the hole is, where it lies. The weatherman uses a lot of graphics, doesn't he? Think about it. Show me that through a telescope myself, that hole. I bet you can't see it. If you can't see it, is it there? Of all the things you got, it's your sight. You smell it? I can't smell it. I can't hear it. I can't taste it. I can't touch it. What is it? A figment of their imagination? I don't get it, really. No one's shown me that. I never see it on TV. Except where they show you, like, oh, there's a big hole up there. Over the wherever. Well, I don't think that's the problem. I think the problem lies right here on Earth, not in the sky. I think the problem is the Earth isn't really warming up. We're just polluting the crap out of it. Fish are dying because of the whole plastic we put in the ocean. They say if we keep putting plastic in the ocean at the rate we are, in about 15 to 20 years from now, there's going to be more plastic in the ocean than there are fish. Okay, I get this message out. Okay, I care about the earth. Mother Earth brought me in this world. Mother Earth, she'll take me off her world. Okay? And I think that's true for everybody that's on the planet. And nobody wants this shit to happen. I don't care about the terrorists, really. Fuck the terrorists. Whatever they're doing, I don't care. They're probably not going to get me, especially in most places in the world. They may get a few people. It's their own people they're killing the most of. If we just go there and protect those people from getting hurt by their own people, that's all they're hurting mostly. Because in this country, already on the news, on the mainstream media, some security guy, national security guy, or someone with the big top brass, he said that in America, more Americans will kill more Americans than any terrorist ever will. Well, it made a lot of sense to me when he said that. I would have never thought of that. But that kind of made sense. And I'm trying to spread this around the world. This is a worldwide channel, and I'm trying to make some money at this. So I'm kind of joking at this whole thing. It's the globe that matters. Look, there are animals. There are like 500 tigers left. 500 tigers. Do we have to build a Noah's Ark anyway, whether we have global warming or not, just to hold these animals and protect them? Like a giant ship for animals that are going extinct, slowly but surely. Who wants to see the tiger go? I mean, you like to get their pelts or whatever, or whatever you use them for. But then again, if there's none left, where are you going to get that from anymore? Pelt hunters, where we are in Africa, Zimbabwe, man. Yo, get with it. Snap into a Slim Chip world. Snap into a Slim Jim. Like Randy Savage used to say, snap into a Slim Jim.